we get a reading of the
I believe she's
public notice? Thank you.
Sure. In accordance with Chapter 231 PL 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required, specifying the time and location for such notice is being sent to the Asbury Park Press and the Times of Trenton, posted on the municipal public notice meeting bulletin board and filed with the township clerk.
Thank you, Steve. I'd like to ask everyone to join for a flag salute, and at the end, we'll stand for a moment of silence for those who serve and currently serve our country.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay. Roll call, Danielle?
Chairman Mostek.
Here.
Mr. Paya.
Here.
Mr. Barthenus.
Here.
Mr. Cadigan.
Here.
Mr. Ferrara.
Here.
Mr. Borghese.
Yep.
And Mr. Borghese is our alternate. Mr. Lambros and Mr. Sinha are absent today. He will be seated for Mr. Lambros. We do have a quorum of 6.
Thank you very much. Okay, this will open it up first for any public comment for matters that are not on the agenda for this evening. Anyone? Seeing no one, we'll move on. All right, approval of our minutes. First one we have up is for July 23rd, 2025.
Everyone is eligible to read.
Everyone's good? We have any questions, comments, concerns? Everything good?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Chairman Mostek.
Yes.
Mr. Paya.
Yes.
Mr. Barthenus.
Yes.
Mr. Cadigan.
Yes.
Mr. Ferrara.
Yes.
And Mr. Borghese.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. All right, our second one is from August 5th, and when we had a special meeting.
Everybody but Mr. Borghese is eligible on that one.
Okay. Anybody, questions, comments, concerns?
No.
Motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Chairman Mostek.
Yes.
Mr. Paya.
Yes.
Mr. Barthenus.
Yes.
Mr. Cadigan.
Yes.
Mr. Ferrara.
Yes.
And that is it, motion approves it. 5.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have our resolutions. We have a resolution of denial for Outfront Media.
Mr. Chairman, that resolution came out via email. It's been reviewed by professionals. Some modifications have been made to it. If there's no comments or questions, we need a motion and a second to approve the modified resolution.
Okay, I did see the minor change on it. I read through it again, and I was good with it. I didn't see anything. Okay. So anybody want to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve
Thank you.
the
Andy.
denial. Second.
Who was the second? I'm sorry?
You made the motion.
I made the motion. Who made the second?
I'll second it.
I don't think anyone made the second. Like you said second.
Yeah, you said second.
He said
Confusing
second.
everyone.
Oh, the
You
second
said
version.
the second version, but they
Yes.
thought you said the second,
Second version.
The second version.
Second,
yeah.
second.
the modified version.
The modified
Mr.
version.
Paya.
Yes.
Mr. Ferrara.
Yes.
And Mr. Borghese.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. All right, Mr. Bella, we are looking for the request to adjourn for the Palm Farm.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I did speak to Mr. Pate. We've discussed this matter, and they requested, with kind of my suggestions, not really therefore carry the HOM application to our meeting of November,
13th. It's a Thursday.
no, oh, November 13th, I had October. November 13th, 2025 at 7:30 PM in these chambers. This application has been going on for a while. There's a lot of public that was interested. I can't even tell you the last time it was heard, probably January of 25. So I make a request that the application be carried and we'll advise the applicant he has to renotice for the 13th meeting in November.
Thank you.
I would agree with that. It's a good recommendation. Since we had such a large public appearance, I think it's.
Correct.
And
So if everyone's okay with that, we're all good?
We're all
Yes.
good.
All right, so that application will carry to November 13th. We'll advise the attorney to renotice. Are you here for that application or this one? Okay. Just say, if you receive certified mail on the HOM application, you will receive new notice. That application will be heard again here November 13th, 2025 at 7:30 PM in these chambers.
Greg, my
It's
apologies.
Thursday, right?
Why was it pushed
Yeah.
out again? From now?
From now? It was not a full forum.
Yeah, it's not the HOM.
Got it.
Yep.
All right,
I
thank
was
you.
able to put it on our website, so there was a notification on our website, and we blasted it out to over 2,000 people, so it did put it out to the public that was open.
Great, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Do we need to make a motion, or are we just?
Nope, we're all good.
We're all good? Okay. All right, we're gonna move right on to our solar application for, what is it, photoplankton? Is that correct? Phytoplankton?
Come on, Mr. Proctor. All right, for the record, I reviewed notice of joint property owners and affidavit publication. They are in order, the board has jurisdiction to hear this matter. As the board does in its normal course, where you pre-mark certain exhibits, which I'll read into the record as follows. A1, jurisdictional notice. A2, updated application. A3, correspondence and waiver requests. A4, conservation easement to the NJDEP, file 4/15/2019. A5, boundary and partial topo survey prepared by Mazer Consulting dated 9/13/2016. A6 is the as-built survey consisting of one sheet prepared by Chandler and Associates dated November 18, 2019. A7 is a use variance and minor site plan consisting of three sheets prepared May 12, 2025, revised August 27, 2025, prepared by Collier's Engineering Design. A8 are architectural plans set for prepared by Central Jersey Storage application, prepared by Perez and Radasti Associates, consisting of five sheets dated 5/1/2017. Board has also marked their own exhibits, which are the completeness determination dated July 7, 2025 as ZB1, and our engineer Leon Avakian's report dated 8/13/2025 as ZB2. Council, of course, you could introduce any other evidence you deem necessary and appropriate for your application. Please enter your appearance, and you may start your application, sir.
How you doing, Vaughn Parker from Norris McLaughlin. On behalf of my client, Phytoplankton Millstone Solar LLC. I would hope that the board has already accepted jurisdiction over this matter. The applicant here is seeking approval of rooftop solar arrays to be constructed on self-storage facilities located at 550 Monmouth Road. Here I would like to ask if the board wouldn't mind swearing in my witnesses that I have today.
We'll come with, as they come up, we'll do that. And actually, what we'll do is, why don't you grab that standing mic and put it close to your mouth so we can all hear you, and we'll have the next witness use that mic, so we have both, make sure everything's on tape. So whoever's your first witness, you can either do an introduction or like just get going. We figured it out.
No problem. I would like to call August Schwarner up.
You could sit down or stand up, whatever you prefer. Okay. All right. Fix the mic so you can talk into it. All right. Man, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the following testimony about to give is the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name for the record, spelling and last name, ma'am.
August Schwanauer, last name SCHWANAUER.
And August as in the month?
Correct.
By whom are you employed, Ms. Schwarner?
Plankton Energy, the solar developer for this project.
Have you previously testified before municipal boards on similar matters?
I have, yes.
Are you familiar with the project site?
I am, yes.
Are you familiar with the development application before the board?
I am, yes.
Please provide the board with the overview of the project.
This is a rooftop solar commercial system. It's intended to participate in the community solar program organized by the New Jersey BPU. This project has been fully approved into the program and offers a 31% discount to all individuals who sign up to participate in the Energy for the program. It's sized at 708 kilowatts DC, 480 kilowatts AC.
Let me interrupt, I do apologize. It's not picking up very well at all. Would you mind having me speak in the sharing microphone? I'm not sure why. I apologize for the disruption.
We needed to start over.
Do we need that again?
Yeah, I think the overview. Yeah, so please provide the overview of the project.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All good?
Again, no.
All right. So this is a rooftop commercial solar system. It's going to participate in the New Jersey Community Solar Program, which is organized by the New Jersey BPU. The project has received approvals for the program and from utility to operate, and is sized 708 kilowatts DC, 480 kilowatts AC. It'll be on top of the roof, and it will offer 30% discount to all individuals who sign up for our program.
Who would they be?
Yeah.
They being, so the way the community solar program works is we work with a third party to sign up individuals for savings on their electricity bills. It's at no cost, and we are required to provide a 31% discount to those individuals who sign up.
Are they, just to make it clear, public, are they residents in Millstone, or are they residents based on income, or like who gets the notice, hey, you
Yeah.
get 31% off your electric bill?
Yeah, so it's open to being signed up for Millstone residents, members of the electric utility, and there is a priority for low-income individuals. All outreach would be done through the town and through our third party, who we work with, to make sure individuals are aware that this is available to them as a resource.
So you send a letter or something to everybody, or how will somebody know it's there?
Anywhere from, we've partnered to engage with town halls, local community centers. There is a tailored plan to each project, to this project specifically, that there will be through the program centers of Millstone specifically.
But other towns could take advantage of this too, right?
They could, but it would be our priority to have Millstone residents sign up first.
And why Millstone?
Hmm?
Why Millstone versus all the other towns?
Because this is where the project is.
It's based on the solar
Being
array
within-
that's being installed on the
Correct.
self-storage
Correct.
facility.
The roof capacity there can handle this array
Correct,
at
yes.
this location. So that's
Yes.
why this seems to be a very special place to have
Correct.
this. So basically, this is going to be, the self-storage will become a power generating unit,
Yes,
correct?
Or the
Yes.
roof will
The
be.
roof of it, but at that location will be basically a power production facility for
Correct.
energy.
yep,
Yes.
Photovoltaic, okay, I got it.
yep,
And then you're going to sell it back to a third party, to whoever participates in this program from that generation.
correct. And that will all be through JCP&L.
Sorry, how much height are we adding that you need a variance? Don't these things lie flat on the roof? Or are they gonna be sticking up?
So the panels themselves, it's
It's a
a
use.
corrugated roof.
Corrugated.
Corrugated. And it will sit about 6 inches above the roof. The panels are at about a 1-degree tilt. So,
So
Shouldn't really be visible.
why is the variance? I mean, because they're
Is
just
it a
that high?
use variance? Is it
Not-
use?
It is,
So-
it's not a permitted.
It's more than a
Well,
permitted
it's
use.
not a height, it's not
Solar
a,
panels?
Not the height.
No,
it's
no,
not the height, it's a secondary well, it's a couple things. We don't permit
Solar panels?
commercial solar arrays in the zone.
Commercial solar array.
Because that's essentially what this is.
We only allow them as an accessory to, in building for that building.
Right, so if this was a solar array for
Just
the,
for that building.
for that building,
Alright,
they wouldn't
alright.
be
But
here.
it's a commercial
This
use.
is an actual generation
Yeah,
facility.
alright.
It's the
So
same
it's a
solar.
use, not the solar.
It's a use.
Right,
Alright.
exactly.
So essentially, it's backfeeding the grid that,
Yes.
for
Right.
public use.
And the benefit is that it's a system that's provided through the Board of Public Utilities
Right.
to provide residents of Millstone, including low-income residents of Millstone, a reduction off electricity because the electricity is being generated within our municipality at this particular site.
So will Millstone residents now see, a year from now, lower electric rates?
Only the ones that sign up to the program.
Which we're just asking about. How you
Exactly.
sign up.
They,
Sorry, I'm a little slow tonight.
Yes.
It's 2 in the morning for me, so. Go ahead.
He's on German time.
All right, I understand, thank you.
Is the self-storage facility different use, or are they gonna be using this for their electric?
So in order for the configuration of the system, in order to participate in New Jersey Community Solar is front of the meter, meaning all of the electricity from the system is sold back to the grid. So the facility doesn't use any of the electricity
Really?
on site. All of the savings go out to
Why would they do
residents
it?
who sign
they
up.
get rent.
They get some income.
Yeah.
They get rent.
Can they apply for that
Free.
30% discount
They get
thing, or is that
rent
just
from
for
just
residential?
No, it's for the
One person talk.
Is that 30% just for residential, or could it be commercial?
So the 31% discount that we're required to provide for this project is required for all individuals, commercial and residential for the
So
project.
this facility could sign up for it too if they wanted to.
Through our third party, we will sign up a commercial anchor.
Third
They are
party.
not the proportion of the project that can be signed up by a commercial anchor is limited to 49%. So the remaining 50%, 51% of the project will be completely residential.
Is this something different?
Can I ask you a question?
different way to sell solar.
How many residents, let's say they were all in Millstone, or it doesn't really matter. How many residents would a program like this sign up for their 51% of the pie?
Yep.
Is it 5 residents? Is it 50? Give the board some idea of how many residents of
Yeah,
Millstone.
what do you need the threshold for you to meet your numbers then?
Yeah, so our system generates enough to power 46 homes. So it would be 46.
At the 51% or 46 at the 100?
For that is the amount of generation provided by the full system.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, so it would be 51% of your 46 homes.
correct.
Does this business?
I'm sorry to interrupt. You're saying it produces enough electricity for 46 homes. So if you take half that, that's 23 residents. So you're providing full electricity for an entire house, or is that how it works?
So the system as a whole, on an annual basis, produces just over 800,000 kilowatt hours. From the EPA comparison, that comes to about the consumption of annual 46 homes. And from that proportion, that goes to, our solar essentially acts as an offset to individuals who sign up for the program's bill. So they consume a 30%. They get a 30% discount.
Now, I know this has nothing to do with the application. Is it adjusted year to year, or does it stay flat?
It is in junction with any electricity prices that raise.
Okay.
Have you done this in other towns, or is it your first one, second one?
We've done this in other towns, yes.
There are in other towns?
Yes.
Anything around here?
We have some in Mullica Hill, Woodbury Heights, and then we have a number of behind-the-meter systems throughout New Jersey.
Does your business require daily visit from somebody, weekly visit, nobody comes there? How does that business work?
You're asking about the operation of
Yeah.
the system? So we are vertically integrated. We develop, own, and operate our projects. part of our operations is 1 to 2 annual preventative maintenance. And during that, we have 24/7 monitoring for these systems. But those are part of our due diligence process to ensure they continue operating smoothly throughout their 25-year expected lifetime.
So you have no offices in this place? You have no cars coming and going every day or anything?
No.
Nothing?
No.
For this system, I was looking at your plot plan here, and is there a section for like your inverters or your bank of your inverters or these microinverters, or where is this all flowing to? Where's that bank?
And this right above.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Through the system,
You found it?
Imposed inverters right here.
yeah.
I got it.
I think that'd probably be
That's why it's on.
better for our engineer to answer that question.
No,
honestly.
yeah, I found it. It's towards the front of the property, which is towards Route 537, Monmouth Road. Okay. Because they have fans that run, cooling fans and things like that in those units?
Oh, it's gonna be better for our engineer to answer that question.
Okay.
honestly, yeah.
And they're humming all night.
I have some questions about the poles of what you're proposing. Is that something to your engineer or?
Yes.
Yeah, just Monmouth Road, Randall.
It's not bothering.
So one other quick question on the, for the availability for the homes or residences or even businesses that they have to now contract out with a specific company to get electric service? Is that correct?
No. So
JCP.
Still JCP&L?
Yes, it'll
Okay.
be through JCP&L. It's an additional service they can sign on to that's free of charge. There are several providers in the space who coordinate for billing and customer management.
So it's through JCP now, how do you guys make any money?
Through, well, we develop the project, and then we continue to operate it throughout its lifetime. So that's where our source of revenue comes
You remember,
from.
they sell the electricity to JCP&L.
Right, they're making.
So that's where the revenue is.
I was confused on one thing. How many homes will it benefit likely? Like
So-
23 homes get all their electricity, or 72 homes get partial electricity, or what?
So it's the equivalent of 23 homes. What you will see for a single billing period is a 30% discount. So over the span of a year, there will be 30% savings.
To the homeowner?
Correct.
Right.
It's 23 homes.
31%.
It all depends.
Spread over.
So it all depends on how much kilowatts each home.
If it's not 72 homes or 82.
No.
Yeah.
It could be more if you have a bunch of homes that are generating so much electricity burden, you'll get more homes. If you have a home that's illegally mining bitcoins, you're gonna have less homes.
You said it's only for 1 year?
That's annualized.
No, it's annual.
Annual year changes.
Yeah, over the lifetime of the project, it'll generate over $1 million of savings for individuals who sign up.
I got NPR, I gotta renew it every 3 months. 1 year is good.
Do we have any more questions for our rep?
I don't have any at the moment, anybody else?
It's just, I have a question, is this the typical build size that you guys, this project, or is it smaller, larger?
This is our niche.
Yeah.
Our team focuses on built environment, CNI, so we do mix of rooftops and carports, mostly. Anywhere from 500 to 1,000 kilowatts.
It's very common above self-storage facilities. I know we did one in Hazlet where I was the board attorney there, because it's a lot of buildings,
Right,
flat roofs.
Flat roofs.
and warehouse, because there's a bunch of warehouses by me where I work that they put a bunch of solar panels on, so I'm assuming it's something similar.
Most likely,
We don't get any
it could be.
benefit, he had leases, so.
Yeah.
Well, those could be like an accessory to their use.
I don't know.
Yeah.
could be offsetting their meter. If they
Yeah.
have a single meter, they can do
Yeah.
that.
Any other questions, Willie? No? Thank you. Sean?
Thank you.
Don't go any place. All right, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the following testimony about to give is the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name for the record, spelling your last name, sir.
Daniel Block, B-L-O-C-H. I do have an exhibit to add on to your list, if I can use that.
Sure.
And, just a general question, are you our engineer, or PE, or planner? Okay.
Well, how about we, before we go to you, let's go, you have your engineer here?
Let's not do
He said he's the planner. Or you don't have an engineer here? Okay, so you get, all right, so. Well, my only point is I think our engineer had some engineering questions, so I would like to get that out before the planner testifies.
Well, we'll see if he can answer.
All right, all right. We'll see, Mr. Block. We'll see.
It's not that a complicated engineering question. So we'll
Okay.
see.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
see.
there it is.
All right, we'll mark as A9, 3-page planner's exhibit. Okay, Mr. Chairman, did we accept him as a professional planner?
Well, do you want to just give your quick qualifications?
Yep.
Since we didn't
Licensed
really-
professional planner in the state of New Jersey, certified by the American Institute of Certified Planners. Currently represent 9 municipalities as their planner and testified in over 150 municipalities. First time in Millstone.
Thank you.
Mr. Block, are you familiar with the project site?
Yes,
Are you familiar with the development application before the board and the relief requested?
yes,
Are you familiar with the township's land use ordinance master plan as they pertain to the proposal on the property?
yes,
Based on your experience as a professional planner, your familiarity with the development application, and the provisions of the township land use ordinance and master plan, have you formed an opinion on the merits of the relief being requested by the applicant, and if so, can you give your opinion?
yes, so I will go through that. I think the engineer did have a question, if you want me to answer that first, about the poles.
You're proposing 4 poles. I don't know, there's no details for them. I'm not sure how high it is, what is it made of? Is it wires on top? I'm not, what it is?
The 4 poles are required by JCP&L to provide service to the facility, and then once they hit that last pole, they go down to a transformer, and it goes underground to the inverters inside the compound fence.
So they're regular JCP&L poles,
Yes,
4 more next to the one that's there now.
yes.
Wow. Interesting.
What, well, could you answer for why JCP&L requires 4 poles, and is it that the best is JCP requiring putting it right in the front of the property? Not in the back, or?
That's my understanding, because that's where the power comes from. They can't go in the back. They need to-
There's a pole there already, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
the main is probably right there. You tie right into it.
4 poles?
I can't see it.
At the bottom of it.
I know it, but.
And the poles are on your property? It's not on public right of way?
Yes,
So only the one pole is going to have the transformer adjacent to it. Is that what we're
Yes, which goes back to
Yes.
the feeds, the
And
property
they're-
feeds that.
They're yours to maintain?
I'm not sure about who's maintaining it.
It's on your property.
Yes, yes,
So you have 4 poles, you have transformer, you have inverters, all that stuff, all in front yard of this property.
yes, because that's where the power service comes from the front, so they have to be.
So one of my comments
Power
was,
service.
I don't know if it's engineering or planning, that these are all accessory structures.
It's accessory equipment.
Yeah, so this is
we-
all front yard, doesn't meet the setback requirements where they should be.
Yep,
So
I
this
have,
will be
I'll go through that.
So this will be a variance.
I understand.
Is there details for any of these anywhere? I didn't see any details.
Do we have details?
There is detail.
On the plans?
And we can provide those.
Can't talk.
That's why I should have come testify first, but no one listens to the lawyer.
I just don't know what they look like or this, how high they are, I have no idea. And just a lot, you have a lot of stuff in the front yard.
I said we bring our
The
engineer.
detail is on the electrical plans.
Do we have it?
Yes.
We do? We have electrical plans?
Not submitted as part of the application.
You sure? I thought we just did.
Yeah. Yep. Pavement restoration,
It's the same thing.
I was trying to see if it was submitted as part of that.
Yeah, page 2 has it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all the same detail. Yep.
Yeah.
And then one transformer leading it back to the front.
Right, go back. This is exactly that's on the property.
Right, this one.
It's on the property line. I don't know if it's, is there a fence?
The inverters are
Looks like
behind
there's
the
a fence.
The inverters are on that. I don't think,
Poles are on the property line.
yeah.
poles are on the property.
Is there,
They were out before the county said you have to be 6 feet behind or something. Next thing you know, they're on their property. Monmouth County had issues with it.
It was, I have it submitted as part of the application. No.
so the application got county approval on condition that the poles not be on their property, but on the applicant's property.
So they said it has to be 6 feet behind the curb, and that's how they ended up on their property, so I don't know how that works. So who made, and they say JCP&L maintains this, what's on these poles, or you are?
Oh, Susan, you come up with that.
Yeah. So the reason why there are 4 poles is because this is a front-of-the-meter system. This is the standard configuration for front-of-the-meter systems within all of JCP&L's territory. So the 4 series of poles includes a disconnect switch, which leads into the transformer that will collect and feed electricity to and from the site. The purpose of this is so that the system can be isolated, if necessary, from its own service. So it doesn't affect any other service. It has its own route to and from the grid. So that's the purpose of the 4 poles. Plankton Energy is going to be responsible for the ongoing operations and maintenance of the medium voltage equipment, leading up to JCP&L's ownership, which is the 4th pole.
The JCP&L pole is a 5th one. You have 4 plus what's there.
Correct.
So,
There's one
Yeah.
pole that JCP&L will provide in addition to the one that's there, and we'll provide an additional 3.
And where are they all going? Because there's already poles going straight across your property. So where are they all?
Well, you can see on this map,
Yeah,
there's a pole,
yeah, I got a,
there should be 3, 4 more right next to it, a few feet behind.
Photo 6.
so in front of the
Five, I
whole
see.
property, there'll be 6 poles, because there's 2 already there.
Well, the 2 are separated.
Yeah, I'm saying they're
There's-
separate, but
There's
I'm just looking at it as
4
you're driving by,
They
what do
show
you see?
4 just left of one of them. The 6th one is by itself, it's just that
Yeah.
one is gonna be very crowded.
it's gonna be crowded, but yeah, I'm agreeing with you. There's gonna be a lot going on right there.
So I guess it's a normal for this kind of business, is that what it is? This is what, is it 4 because of how many watts we have here, or is it just normal for no matter how much?
For the separate disconnect,
Correct.
which then shuts the inverters down, which it singles out the unit itself, the array itself is shut down, not affecting any outside.
It's a safety mechanism from
Yeah.
JCP&L for a front-of-the-meter system.
Well, mean, I'm not big on electric stuff, but it's definitely on.
So we have 4 poles, just only 1 disconnect.
So the full configuration of the system,
It operates as a disconnect together, but there are different pieces of equipment on the various poles that lead into it. So there's a riser pole with, that will carry the service, there is a go-up disconnect, there is a utility meter, and then there's a point of interconnection. So that's what's happening at each point. And that is to JCP&L's electrical standard, their request. This design has been conditionally approved by their team, and these poles were requested by their engineering department.
Did their engineering department require the exact location, meaning did they say they have to be physically here, or could they be put farther back off the road into your, like?
So this preliminary location was approved, but final location would be determined by site conditions, abiding by all the setback, by the 6 feet, 6 setback requirements.
Well, that's not our requirement.
6 feet setback is from the curb, from the
Correct.
county, that's a county requirement.
It's not our requirement.
Yes.
Our requirement is different. Our requirement is it's an accessory structure, which is not permitted in front yard to begin with.
So is your interpretation that a utility pole is an accessory structure?
On your property, yeah, not on a county road, that's not on a public right of way, on your property.
It's not a utility pole, it's an accessory structure. This is not taking electricity into
You
your
have
site.
4 poles, you have lots of stuff in the front yard. You know it, you saw it.
All right, I know.
They're all accessory structures in the front yard. I don't think it's a major issue, I mean, but it's there. Maybe it's too much, I don't know. But it's a variance. It's on your property. It's not if it was a public right of way, yeah, that's something different.
Hey Greg, without exact understanding of where everything's being located, how are we supposed to vote on this?
Well,
Voting without a site plan.
Well, the issue becomes is that I guess if your only real issue, which would make sense, the use variance is kind of, we already talked about. There's no other variances on the site because they're really just installing everything on the roof.
Right.
So there's no height variance. So the only issue is these accessory poles, if you want to call it that. It could be a couple things. You could theoretically grant approval with a certain setback and see what JCP&L says, okay? If they say, it's gotta be 10 feet back, just for argument's sake, 10 feet back, and the property line JCP&L says, the farthest we can move it back is 8 feet, they'd have to come back to board for approval for this. You could grant, did not ask for a bifurcated use variance. Can I ask you a question? What does JCP&L require to get final plans? You said this is preliminary. So do they then walk out to the site and then make a determination? When is that process? Because you're telling me this is only preliminary and...
Or was it preliminary that was submitted and they approved it?
Maybe the engineer should testify, like I suggested a while ago.
Hey, Monty Hall, come on down, because we got more questions than the...
Yeah, it was preliminarily approved, and then there is a closeout process once the system has been installed to account for whatever installation differences, site characteristics may result in placement changes, etc. So that is the only reason there would be a shift from what is in the plans currently.
Our ordinance for accessory equipment It was really written for
Buildings.
home use.
Right.
Right.
This is not for home use, this is actually a business, because we talk about maximum height of 10 feet.
Yeah.
And 10 feet from the house, building, within 10 feet, and none of what they're proposing, none of them match what's in here. But again, this was written for,
Doesn't the utility
Something
have,
else.
doesn't the utility have an easement over the right-of-way?
that I know,
JCP&L, where's the easement?
they're in public right away, I don't know how that works.
Well, my point is that if it is in the public right-of-way,
This is, well, what they're proposing, the 4 poles, is. on
I,
their
I,
property.
I understand that. But if the easement, the existing easement, is off their property line,
If they had an easement, they don't have an easement.
they have to have an easement. There's 3 poles there now.
It's on a public right of way, they don't need easement. They don't have easements in a public right of way.
They have an easement with the county saying, hey, I could
There
put my
may be
pole on your
some
property.
language there, but it's not a written easement that I know of. So. But it's outside of right of way. A lot of times they get easements to put poles outside of the right of way.
I guess the question becomes to the board. The board is concerned, I assume, with this aesthetic of, you have,
How do you vote on something you can't see?
you have 4 poles, like, right next to each other without some type of, where's it look, where's it gonna be set back? Is it just gonna look like garbage when you're driving by? And listen, you only have telephone poles, 40 yards away, between each other, that's kind of standard. Seeing a cluster of them takes your eyes off the road. You're like, what is all that stuff there for?
What's that mess?
So do we know what the height of the poles are, the diameter of poles? Do we have that?
All of the specs are to JCP&L's Blue Book standards.
Okay.
So it's 30, 40 feet high, foot and a
Yeah, it
half,
should
2
match
feet.
the other-
Their usual poles.
The
so,
regular
yeah.
electric poles.
I'm only asking because they're not, quote, JCP&L poles, so just want to make sure there was any difference in the diameter, height.
No, the one I dealt with, very similar, they had power coming to the back of the building, so I think only put 2 poles behind it. But that's the
So,
real
another-
issue with the board.
Another piece for this, so in order to move the poles, the location of the transformer has to be in an area free of vegetation and in a flat surface area. So the location of where the line feeds to the transformer is important for safety purposes. If we were to move the location of the poles, there's the forested area right to that left of the property. And we would want to stay clear of that to avoid removing vegetation. So something to consider is
If
where.
you look at these pictures, on 3rd page, photo number 6, you can see where the pole is to the left of it. And those are the vegetation that she's talking about.
Correct.
Right.
So
Yeah, I got it.
our intent with our placement was to consider the factors that JCP&L had as well as the site conditions, and to ensure that the equipment is in a place where we can avoid trimming in the future, et cetera.
What about the configuration instead of left to right, to up and back, so it doesn't look like it's all along the frontage, but keep it, because you're probably powering into this pole that's there. Instead of going left and right, you go straight back on them with the 4 poles, so they're not all on the frontage, and they kind of changes the view a little. You'll be 4 stacked, if you will. I mean, I'm not an electrical engineer, but from a visual perspective, maybe that's a better look than seeing 4 across the board.
Depends
Yeah,
on
it
your
depends on the
perspective. If you're driving
perspective, yeah.
towards the site,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna
see
see 4 on
four-
the row that way. So,
Yeah.
I mean, which vantage point do you care about?
the people across the street or the people that are driving?
They're up 60 miles an hour, they won't be looking to the right. They're aiming for the
think
Great
keep it
Adventure
uniform.
entrance.
They're looking for the signs for.
Keep it uniform,
Season
poles.
What, Matt, what do you recommend? For the, I mean,
Parallel to
there's
the
no
road.
electrical engineers
If-
up there.
if-
Keep them uniform.
If the use is something that really has benefits that we're looking for, I don't think that's an extra few poles. I mean, it's on a major highway, there's no homes.
Right.
It's right next to Six Flags entrance. So.
We're not in a position to redesign the site tonight, so we're proposing it as it is.
Right.
And the also question is if what the final one will look
No
like.
setback.
That, you said this is preliminary.
Yeah, right here.
This is
Could it
what was
change?
approved by GCC.
Could it change? The question is, what would they change? Do we need to come back or not?
Any change that would happen during installation would not be,
No, I want to know what it is before you install it.
all of the equipment as it is now will not change when
So
it's
what we see on
installed.
the plan is what you're proposing to install.
Correct.
I don't know. Are they all the same height as the existing poles, or are they gonna be lower? What's the separation distance from center line to center line of the poles? Like,
This is all in the electrical set.
that's great,
Do we
but
have
we didn't
that?
see it.
No, we don't have, that. It seems to be
Can't
10
have
to
that for
15,
something you can't
seems to be
see.
10 to 15 feet apart.
Okay, that,
It's not far, 10 to 15 apart.
Actually, if you drive it,
Yeah, you're not gonna see.
if they're so close to each other, you
I'm
almost
not gonna
see.
see them. It's gonna be a
It's
blur.
parallel.
It's about,
they're
it's
all
about,
parallel with the road.
Right,
so
it's
just-
Parallel to the
Parallel,
road,
keep it
so
uniform.
it's gonna be a blur.
Right,
yeah. It's about 20 feet between each pole.
Thank you.
that's right.
In my opinion, I think parallel to the road is better than perpendicular to the road. Because I think if you're coming down the road, if they're all still in a line,
You
whether you're
just see
going
'em
east
all.
or west, it's better than seeing them perpendicular to the road, because then I'm gonna see 4 poles going in towards the property. I think that wouldn't look so good, in my opinion. So,
So those poles are not higher than JCP&L pole that's there now, right? You want to make sure.
less than or equal to?
Set a limit, yeah,
Correct.
equal or less, yeah.
Correct.
And how high is the transformer? Well, that's just a transformer, it's
It's
not
a
a
panel.
pole. It's just
Yeah.
for it. Then you have a bunch of disconnect inverters and all that in the fenced area there.
Correct.
And again, these are all accessory structures in the front yard. Doesn't meet the height or setback requirements, so there'll be a variance for all these, so. Again, our ordinance was written for
Right. Well,
a single-family home who puts
Right.
something on the roof and they put something next to their house.
Right.
It's totally different. Kind of goes hand in hand with your use variance.
right.
Got it.
Very educational, public hearing.
That's true.
And all these variances really assumed by the use variance itself, if the board grants the variance, so.
Would you like to hear the planning testimony?
I think we're up there. Yeah, I think we're good with beating the poles, so.
Okay. So, properties in the HC1 zone. The existing self-storage facility was granted a use variance. It's not a permitted use, continues to not be a permitted use. We are proposing to install a commercial generating electrical facility on the roof of those 6 buildings, also not a permitted principal use. It could be a permitted accessory use if it were only powering that building, which is not. So, becoming a commercial enterprise, it's a second principal use on the property. We need a D1 use variance. And we've also noticed for D2 for an expansion of the existing non-conforming or the self-storage. I don't think we're really expanding the self-storage in any way. It's a second use being added to it. The self-storage use remains exactly the same.
But the non-conformity of the property is being extended, so that's why you needed.
I
two
agree,
variants.
but
Thank you.
D1, D2, same proofs. So we're going to go through, D1 is the highest and most difficult proof to obtain, and I will go through the positive, negative criteria for that D1 variance, including the accessory structures, accessory equipment, whatever you want to consider them in the front yard as part of that, and subsumed as part of that D variance. So for the positive criteria, we typically have to show that there's a particularly suitable, the use is particularly suitable to the site. However, in this case, we have what is known as an inherently beneficial use. And that kind of changes the game a little bit. So we normally have to go through positive and negative criteria. When you have an inherently beneficial use, which is defined by the municipal land use law, and I'll read you the definition. Inherently beneficial use means a use which is universally considered of value to the community because it fundamentally serves the public good and promotes the general welfare. Such uses include, but are not limited to, a hospital, school, child care center, group home, or a wind, solar, or photovoltaic energy facility or structure. So right in that definition, our proposed use is an inherently beneficial use in that definition. There are other types of inherently beneficial uses which have been deemed by the courts to be inherently beneficial, but not in the statute. So this is one of the few that are in the statute as an inherently beneficial use. So what happens when you have an inherently beneficial use, the proofs change a little bit. So what we have to do, and this comes from a court case known as SICA, S-I-C-A v. Wall, and that was from 1992. And we have to go through a 4-part balancing test under that case law. The first part of that is identifying the public interest at stake. That is the solar generation facility. It will provide clean, renewable energy to the power grid, reduce the dependence on fossil fuels and their impacts on the environment, and it furthers the New Jersey Energy Master Plan goal of reaching 100% clean energy by 2050. I don't think we're anywhere near that yet, but every site that comes in with solar or wind is promoting that goal. The second part of that test is to look at whether there would be any substantial detriments to the public good from the granting of the variance. We're looking at, are there impacts to traffic? Are there impacts to noise, aesthetics? There's not going to be any additional traffic generated by this. As you heard, there's a couple times a year somebody comes in and maintains them. Everything else is done remotely. Noise is very minimal. Solar panels themselves make no noise. The inverters do have a quiet, almost like an air conditioning noise. Really not noticeable unless you're in the vicinity of it. Visual impacts, and I will refer to the photo exhibits because on the first page you can see this aerial image that I pulled off of Near Map. This is dated March 9th, 2025, so this is pretty recent. You can see in the vicinity, our site is the one marked with the blue marker. There's our 6 buildings. Directly to the northeast is the Wawa site, and they have solar panels on their gas canopies. Across the street, there are solar panels on the canopies in the rear parking lot. There's solar panels across the street from that for the recreation facility, and more even south of that. So in this area, there's a lot of solar panels already existing in a similar fashion as what we're proposing. And if you look at the photos that I provided, on page 1, these are all from the north side of the road where you can see, we're close up to the buildings. You're hardly going to see solar panels on these roofs. Even from the rear of the Wawa parking lot, you might see it a little bit, but it's the back parking lot. And when you look at page 2, I went across the street. I took all these photos today, by the way. So again, from ground level, you won't really notice them. If I went up to the second story of the use across the street, so the bottom photos are from the second floor, you can kind of see it. You can see the panels on top of the Wawa in the last photo. They're really have no aesthetic impact. It just looks like a different color roof. And that's what we're going to see here. So there's no glare. They're not mirrors. They don't reflect light. They're designed specifically to subsume the light and collect it. So there's no glare. The visual impacts from the 4 poles, I think the average person driving by the site wouldn't even notice, wouldn't bat an eye at a grouping of utility poles. People are so accustomed to seeing utility poles along the roadway. Maybe they might look twice, but I don't think there's any substantial detriment to that. And those poles and the inverters and the transformer are absolutely critical components of this facility. And therefore, I believe they are subsumed into the benefits of the inherently beneficial use. In terms of negative impact, we have screened the inverters inside of the fence compound. And to the extent that we can put landscaping around the transformer, we will, but that's JCP&L safety requirements, so I don't know if they'll let us put, sometimes they let you do one side.
One side, need 3 sides, 3 feet.
3 sides, or it really depends on what JCP&L will allow. But again, it's a small box in the front yard. People are used to seeing them. It's not going to stand out. Okay. So the third thing that we have to look at in this test is whether there's any reasonable conditions that the board could impose that would alleviate any of those substantial detriments identified in step 2. I don't believe that any of the detriments would be substantial. We will provide landscaping as we can. That could be a condition. I don't think that we're in a position tonight to redesign or relocate poles that are already approved by JCP&L, so we would like to leave the plan as it is. And then the final step is just a balancing of weighing of the positive and negatives. What are the benefits versus the detriments? And in this case, in the Sika case, the court said the balancing shifts on an inherently beneficial use. The board has to come up with substantial reasons why those detriments exceed the benefits. So the benefits are given the latitude. The burden shifts then to the board to say this will be a substantial detriment and it overshadows the positives. And I've looked at the town's zoning ordinance, I've looked at the master plan, and I believe there are plenty of goals and objectives and intents of the master plan, which this project will promote. In terms of the zoning ordinance, purpose A of the zoning ordinance is to encourage municipal action to guide the appropriate use and development of all lands in Millstone Township in a manner which will promote public health, safety, general welfare, and morals. I believe the environmental impact and the benefit is a benefit to the public health. Purpose C is to provide adequate light, air, and open space. I don't believe we're impacting air and open space on this project. There are some poles that are pretty spaced out. Other than that, the arrays will not be substantially visible. And then purpose N is to promote the utilization of renewable resources. Again, being a solar energy facility promotes that. And there's other goals and objectives within the master plan that mention green energy and preserving the environment. So we're proposing this on the roof of an existing development. We're not putting it on pristine farmland. We're not taking any trees down. So there is an added benefit to that reutilization of the existing roof. We're not increasing impervious surfaces or anything like that. So in the end, I believe that even with the accessory structures in the front yard, which cannot be moved according to JCP&L, they have to be in the front yard, I believe that the board can grant this D1 variance along with the subsumed bulk variances for the accessory structures. That's basically my testimony. If you want any more details, I'd be happy to give you more of those goals and objectives, but I don't want to bore you to death.
Thank you, Mr. Block, appreciate that. Just a couple of things to go over. Matt, with your
I mean,
plan review comments?
Definitely inherently beneficial use, I don't know how we could argue that, so, and there's,
Concur.
if it was a residential subdivision right in front of this thing, we would have issues, but there's really nothing there. You have a county highway with cars speeding and making a lot of noise, that's kind of. I
Do they
think-
need county approval or
Yes.
anything?
They have the
Plan-
county approval.
So,
They
planning
have it
board, right?
already, yes.
Okay.
They went to the county just told them, push the poles back. That was it.
So that was where our 6 feet came from, was from the
Well,
county, 6 feet from
before,
the curb.
there was same number of poles, but it was like 2 feet off the curb.
Well,
Okay.
when we say the curb, okay, is that the property line?
No, curb.
I know that, but it just happened, is the curb
The
also the
property
property?
line is about, looks like it's about, I don't know, it says edge of pavement, actually, there's no curb there. It's
Well, that's my point. It doesn't look like
Property line
there's
is about 3-4 feet behind,
Right, between Monmouth Road.
so,
55-foot right of way.
so I'm just, so is it set back? There's
The
no curb, so you have edge of pavement. It's
edge of
6
pavement, yes,
So
and
it's
the
6 feet
right of
from
way
edge
is,
of
Edge of
pavement?
pavement.
the
which
right of
probably
way is 1
3
foot
feet
behind.
Prior,
Property line.
3 feet,
2-3 feet, I don't have a number here,
Okay.
but it was
All right.
2-3 feet.
The right of way of 1 foot off of the edge of pavement, and the poles will be 5 feet off of the property
It's very
line.
close.
6 feet off edge of pavement.
so it's gonna be like 2 feet behind the existing pole.
It will be just behind the existing poles.
So the board has
So
an
it's
idea.
slightly offset.
So technically, if you're driving by, the main pole may hide the other 4 poles behind it.
Right.
Unless you're real and
Depending how fast you're driving.
Again, there's no traffic issues, no noise. 'Cause I don't see anything negative that would be in here.
So we need to just add any conditions of an
Oh,
approval?
we gotta open it to the public
Yeah.
first.
Anybody else have any other questions for our planner?
No.
Okay.
We
Thank
just
you.
added one more variance here.
We are,
You
Both
look,
variants, I
right,
think.
you look different since having the baby.
What can I tell you?
thank you, Mr. Block, appreciate it.
It definitely.
It aged
Yeah, it aged them. All right, so at 8:38, we'll open this portion of the meeting to the public. If anybody has any questions, comments, concern they want to ask, please feel free to come forward. Seeing nobody, we will close this portion to the public.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, the only conditions I have, and the board deems the application favorable, that new JCP&L poles no higher than the existing JCP poles. Do you require the details of new poles on the plans, Matt?
There should be a note on a plan saying this will be similar to the existing pole that's there, right? Same height,
That's fine, we'll agree.
Well, I put that condition in, but you need,
plus or minus almost the same diameter,
We
whatever.
can add that to the plan.
and applicant revises the plans to confirm the, overall square footage of the solar panels be added to the plan.
They have that already.
You're good with that one
The
now?
new plans have it, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
then that's all I have, Mr. Chair. Oh, I also have the add landscaping around the inverter if approved by JCP&L.
And again, there's a use variance and a minor site plan. And
You get that?
a bulk
Yep.
variance and a couple of use variances.
Okay.
Sorry, around the inverter,
What's that?
around the fenced inverter, you wanted
I thought that's what you, I thought that's what you,
No, not
I think you
the,
said the
not the
transformer.
fenced area.
I think you
I
said
think we
the
talked about the
transformer.
transformer.
transformer, okay. Thank you for the clarification.
I don't think it's going to be possible
Yeah,
anyway. but-
that's why I put it, if permitted by these.
Sounds like the same
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Mr. Chair, it's up to you.
Okay.
And I don't think we need any performance bond or
Okay.
anything like
Yeah.
that. Everything's minor.
Okay. And they have Monmouth County Planning Board approval.
They have only can plan.
Any other board discussion that you
No.
want to go over?
I'm good.
Good?
I'm good here.
Okay. I think overall, in general, I think almost all members on the board are pretty much favorable for solar installations. Just my opinion, if you're coming back to the board for another project in the future, have some additional details available for people with various backgrounds maybe would like to see.
No problem.
You know, my theory is you'd rather have it and not need it instead of need it and not having it, which is, I think, what we kind of have a little bit here, but,
But that gives me something to pick on.
yeah, of course. But
No problem.
But overall, I think it's a pretty simple application. So, anybody else want to add to that? So if we're at that point, based on the conditions that Greg had laid out, and anybody want to make a motion to approve, deny?
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. Okay, Danielle, roll call.
Chairman Austin.
Yes.
Ms. Arpaia.
Yes.
Mr. Barthelmess.
Yes.
Mr. Cadigan.
Yes.
Mr. Ferrara.
Yes.
And Mr. Borghese.
Yes.
Okay,
Do
thank you.
you have a card, counsel? Yes. Give it to me so I can send you a copy of the resolution before approval so you can review it. Thanks, sir.
Thank you all very much.
Do you have a card? Because I want to know how I get this discount.
31%.
31.
What if someone has solar? Can they still join on this program?
If they have solar on their roof?
Yeah.
That's a great question. For most residential systems, I don't see why they couldn't do that as a tack-on to their existing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're all priority.
I know a lot about solar. Yeah, I do.
All right, motion to adjourn at 8:42.
Do we have any, that's it?
Anybody, no other business?
Motion to adjourn.
Wait, Danielle has something for us.
No.
No. Okay, we're good.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you coming out.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.